we got two guys we feel like we can win with. But introduced Bo to the team in our team meeting. Our team was very excited. I think from their standpoint, they're happy. They know who is going to lead us into that first game, and they responded well in the practice field today. Questions?
How did the quarterbacks take it when they found out the news?
Joey's a competitor, Bo's a competitor, but they both respect each other. Both of them are team guys, and they responded about like I thought they would.
Will there be a plan for Joey in the first game?
I'm not ready to say that right now, but I have a lot of confidence in him. But I'm not ready to say any kind of plans first game or anything like that. But that's probably the best way to put that right now.
Gus, you're a guy that keeps things close to the vest. Why not wait until next week to announce this?
Yeah, I think it's important to the team to know. Like I said, I think you get 2 weeks to start developing timing and everything that goes with it. It's tough for quarterbacks to continue to rotate. And then, after fall camp, really gave me a chance and Coach Dilling a chance to kind of sit back and take the whole thing in. And kind of like I told y'all from the get-go, once we figure out who gives us the best chance of winning and leading the first game, we were going to make the call. And so it just so happened that after fall camp, we were able to sit back and really take a look at the whole deal. And, he earned the starting quarterback job.
You mentioned attention to detail. What are some other reasons that Bo was able to?
Yeah, well, I just think that, he had a very good fall camp, and I think, there's a lot of intangibles that go with that. But at the end of the day, just the consistency, and like I said, just, giving us the best chance of being successful this first game. Yeah, he's not your normal freshman. I'd say that's fair to say. I know the fact that he came in the spring really helped. The fact that he got quality reps in the spring really helped. And, he worked extremely hard over the summer. You could really tell that. But I will say this, too, about Joey. Joey grew from, last spring or the spring before to this spring and then fall, greatly also. But yeah, he's you can tell that he's been coached well in high school and, has a good feel for the game. And, of course, he's a coach's son, too, and you can kind of tell that.
Across the country, you're starting to see more true freshmen, starting at quarterback. Do you feel like freshmen in general are just coming in more equipped to handle the responsibilities?
I think it's different for each individual. But, there has been some guys that have been really successful from a freshman. I think you got to be really good around them. And that's really been our focus, no matter who the starting quarterback was going to be, that we need to be really good around our quarterback, offensively and defensively, being a freshman. And I think that's a big key. And our team understands that. And, when you got freshman quarterbacks, they're going to make some mistakes. I'll tell you right now. I don't care how talented they are or anything like that. They're going to make mistakes. And we got to be good enough around them, as they're growing and learning, especially with the schedule we have. It's, with the road games and everything that goes with it. So that's really been our message to our team, to be really good around them.
A lot of people focus on the running ability of quarterbacks under you. What do you think about Bo's running ability and how, you guys run?
Yeah, he can run. He can really run. And, Joey can really run too. That's the good thing about it. Both of them are true dual threat guys, and add a different component. When you got a +1 run, and I feel like both those guys can do it. And Bo's shown he can extend plays, and I think he's a lot faster than a lot of people give him credit for.
Are there scenarios where you could see Bo getting 15 carries a game?
We'll see. I'm not going to say anything right now to give another team an advantage early, but they both can run. And, the mindset will be, whatever we have to do to win football games, it will be our approach.
Will Joey's role be as a backup quarterback, or will it be more than that?
Well, he's our backup quarterback that we have a lot of confidence in. I told him that we're going to need him this year and, to be ready. And we'll see what what happens with everything. It gives us a lot of flexibility, so we'll see, what that means moving forward.
How things turn out in your punt return battle?
We're still working through that. Still the same three guys. Matter of fact, even Noah has been he returned a couple today, so we're still working through that. We spent a lot of time in practice today specifically on that, different scenarios and a lot of different kicks with people running at them, have to make decisions, fair catch, not fair catch, 10-yard line, and this will be a big week for that. And so that's a good question.
Hey, Brian asked you the other day about some young guys that you thought would be able to step up, and you said.
Yeah, you know what? We named a starting quarterback, okay? So, yeah, give me another day on that. You
What
would,
about Zach Farrar? Is he back? I mean, is he able to?
yeah, he is. And we've thrown a lot at him, and he's been playing our 9 position and some 3. You can see even today, he probably felt more comfortable today than any other day. And usually what happens, whether a young guy or a new guy, when you start slowing down and you start putting a game plan together, then they can process, a lot cleaner. And you could tell that today. You could tell that he really responded well today, and I thought overall he probably had his best day.
What's the status of Hastings and Stowe as far as what they can do out there?
Yeah.
And how important is that for Bo to get on the same page?
Yeah.
Because they haven't been able to throw
Yeah,
it.
that's very important, and we've tried to be smart with both those guys. Both of them practiced today, starting to get in rhythm, with Bo, and now that we're in game plan mode, they're full go and ready to go.
It's been a few weeks. Do you have any sort of update on Schwartz and maybe when you think he might be able to come back?
I'm hoping that early next week I'll be able to tell you. Like I said, we're hopeful that he'll have a chance to play the first game, but I won't know that until the first of next week. And as soon as we find out, I'll definitely let you know.
What do you think means to a freshman receiver to have somebody, a freshman quarterback to have somebody like Seth Williams at receiver?
Oh, yeah. It's probably a comfort zone, a big guy that you don't have to make a really good throw. He's got a big rangy body that can make a lot of different catches, and, that's I think it's really good.
Is Seth a 9?
He is, but we'll also move him around,
Okay.
so, he played 5 last year, played a little 9 in the spring. So our 5s and 9s are usually interchangeable, as well as our 2s and 3s. And so that's kind of the way we train them, so we can, move them around and, for different reasons.
Gus, when you go into a game and you make a game plan, and I know it's gonna be exact, but how much, if you took your whole playbook, how much of that do you take into a given game?
Yeah, I think first games are unique, because you got to be prepared for adjustments, because you're liable to get something that either you hadn't seen or you're not thinking they'll do a lot. So I think the big thing is you got to go in doing what you're good at, and you've got to have the answers that if they do this, we do this. If they do that, we do that. And so we've worked really hard in fall camp to build a foundation with our base runs and passes and everything that goes with it, that, if that we'll at least be able to have a chance to execute the answers if needed in a first game.
Have you started a true freshman before in the first game, and how much rope did you give?
Oh, wow. I don't know if I've started one the first game. I know at Arkansas we started one the second game or the third game, but no, you go with a guy. You don't want to be thinking that you're going to pull the rope on him. You go with a guy and let him play, and especially with freshmen, it wouldn't matter which one. You got to be patient. And like I said, we got to be really good around them. And I think the big thing is putting them in good positions. That's really probably the number one thing, is to try to not put them in, tough positions. So
How's Chris Miller?
he practiced today. Yeah, he practiced today, and he'll have a chance. I don't know how much, but he'll have a chance to play in the first game. So we'll see. I'm not ready to say how much, but he did practice today. So
Now that you are in game plan mode, what are your just first impressions of Oregon? What really worries you about it?
well, you can tell they got the majority of their team back. They're a veteran. I think they're athletic. I mean, they're one of the, top 10 or 11 teams in the country, and I think that's probably accurate, with all the guys they have back, and their quarterback I think he's a really good quarterback, so, they're a really good team, and I think that's warranted.
Anything else? All right,
Okay, thank y'all.
6 or 7 guys, remember that next time.
All right.
That's Kirk's fault, it wasn't mine.
He said, last week when we talked to him, we were just asking about,